Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a tour through downtown Kingston. Now, last week Jamaica was rocked by a 5.6 magnitude earthquake, and it was a very strong earthquake. So building safety re-earthquakes is now on everybody's mind. And the KSAMC, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, has started to examine some of these old buildings downtown that are apparently at risk. So downtown Kingston is a very old town. It's over 100 years old, maybe 150, 60 years old. I think the earthquake was 1860 that destroyed Port Royal, and then Kingston became the capital or the main town. I don't think it was the capital, then it became the main town. So a lot of these buildings are old, and two structures have been deemed unsafe so far and have to be demolished. So we're going to give you a tour of those structures today. But you have a lot of other structures downtown that have no roof. The buildings are so old that they are not inhabited. There is no business, nothing going on there, and those buildings are creating a lot of concern now, because you have people who are living in the building or living on the outside of the building, and they are a danger because those buildings are not safe. You don't need to examine them to know they're not safe. You can. So the KSAMC says they are going to be moving ahead to demolish those buildings. So we're just going to give you a tour of downtown Kingston. Now look straight ahead on the right. That building clearly, you don't need an examiner to tell you a strong earthquake comes, and that's a serious problem. Because some of these buildings, as we said, are over 100 years old. Some don't even have full structures, but I don't know. I guess this earthquake will speed things up, read the demolition of some of these buildings. Because downtown Kingston is prime real estate. You have Ocean Drive, where you have some of the tallest buildings in Jamaica. Now look at this building on the right. A lot of buildings here are very old, and for safety reasons they should be demolished. Now I know you can't just go and demolish people's home. There's a process you have to go through, but the buildings that are not being used, that are empty, that have no roof, that have half a wall, those are creating serious problems. So the video started on North Street, and then we went on, the North Street goes into East Street. So we're on East Street now, and straight ahead is Harbour Street, and then we're going to turn right on Port Royal Street. Now, the land value down here, the properties are worth a lot of money, but some of them have buildings on them that have done their time, basically. My gosh. Unbelievable. There's no sign that says one way here. Wow. I know signage is a serious problem. I don't know. But that guy was definitely turning the wrong way. Alright, so we're going to show you some more of these old buildings now. And you'll be surprised, downtown Kingston is one of the busiest places in the city of Kingston. Probably just New Kingston and Halfway Tree that is busier. But as I said, the city is just old and has a lot of old buildings. And you have to remember, 100 years ago, the building code was a lot different. A lot different. Now look at this building here. Look at this one. This is one of them they're talking about that has no roof. So 100 years ago, these buildings were not built with steel. Look at that building, it's brick. So that is why this is creating such a concern now. Wow. Wow, unbelievable. That's a red light and 2 cars went through it, but we're focusing on the buildings today. So there you have some more buildings that look like they've been around more than 100 years. Right, so 100 years ago, the building code was a lot different. They didn't build them with steel, and basically it was just different. So those buildings are now creating a problem because they were built to a different standard. There you can see them. So I don't know if we can turn up here because there are no signs. Okay, I guess we can. So we're at Harbor Street now. Now you have some very modern buildings down here, but you also have some very old buildings. So straight ahead now, that's the Air Jamaica building, and then behind it is the Grace Kennedy building, and that's the new building that Grace Kennedy just built. Now right here at the beginning, in the view to the right, that seems like one of the older buildings. You have to ask yourself, was that building even built with steel? You just don't know. It looks old. But it's something that the government, or the KSA, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, is looking into seriously. Now this building here on the right is I think it was the original Grace Kennedy building. And there you can see Grace Kennedy has been around 100 years. So that building was probably built 100 years ago. And this is the new Grace Kennedy building now, the new head office that was built. Alright guys, thanks for taking a tour with us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. Now these are some more of the old buildings over here. As you can see, they are abandoned, but the structure is still standing. This is another one here. Wow. Jamaica Public Service, Gold Street. Now I'm sure that building has been around over 100 years. I think Gold Street was one of the first areas in the city of Kingston to get electricity. Now here is another building on the right that doesn't have a roof. And this one also seems to, but it's the same building, it seems to be abandoned on the right. Alright guys, we'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. This is another building on the right that has been abandoned. We'll keep you guys updated as to what's going on. Alright guys, thanks for taking the tour. Have a good day.